Every destination has a story, and today we are about to discover another one. Before that, welcome back to my channel. Now, let's imagine a place where the sea glows in different shades, where waves feels like you are sailing through a postcard, where hidden sea caves meet towering limestones. Tucked between two islands, Malta and Gozo, lies a tiny island famous for some of the clearest water in the Mediterranean. And if you haven't guessed it already, welcome to Blue Lagoon, Camino Island. I would highly recommend this day trip to do because the boat ride itself is an experience. And this will be the best 30 euro, which is a round trip cost you will ever spend when you are here in Malta. Let's start from the beginning. What things you need to keep that in mind and what things you have to do in advance. One important thing to know, if you're planning your visit, access to the Blue Lagoon is now managed through a free time entry system. So make sure you check the official requirement and book your time slot before you arrive. And here's the one thing I'll do differently from the typical Blue Lagoon trip. Instead of taking the regular ferry from the Chircava straight to Camino, we decided to book a sightseeing boat from St. Paul's Bay, which I already told you costs 30 euro per person round trip. And that extra experience was worth it because we weren't just going to the Blue Lagoon, we were going to experience Camino from the water. As soon we left St. Paul's Bay, the view started changing. The coastline slowly disappeared behind us. The Mediterranean opened up, and with every minute, the excitement about what was waiting ahead kept building. And before we even reached the Blue Lagoon, Camino had already started showing us why this little island is so special. One of the first landmarks that we came across was Elephant Rock. It's a natural limestone formation. From the right angle, looks remarkably like an elephant with its trunk dipping into the sea. We only saw it from the boat, but it was one of those moments where you immediately reach for your camera because you don't want to miss it. From there, we continue along the coastline and came across some beautiful sea caves. The boat got close enough for us to really appreciate how dramatic these caves are. The limestone cliff, the opening in the rock, and that incredible clear blue water made the whole coastline look almost unreal. And honestly, at this point, I started thinking the Blue Lagoon hasn't even arrived yet, and the journey itself already worth it. Finally heading towards the Blue Lagoon. As soon as you get closer, you understand exactly why it has been given that name. That bright blue water starts appearing in front of you, and suddenly you see that, and you feel mostly that you are in a different world. Once we stepped off, we found a few small shops and food stalls with plenty of options for drinks, snacks. The weather wasn't exactly on our side that day. It was cloudy and quite windy, but honestly, my spirit was still high. And of course, I couldn't resist getting one of those pineapple mocktail. I mean, if you are at the Blue Lagoon, you have to get a drink served in a pineapple, right? As I mentioned before, the weather wasn't really in our favor that day, but suddenly sun appeared and the beauty of this place was enhanced in sunlight. And out of happiness, I had to go in the water because I love water. And if you're somebody who love being in the water, who love being in the ocean, this is one of the experience you're gonna keep talking for the rest of your life. You will have enough time to be here, to swim, to eat, to enjoy some drinks, or just sit in there till your boat comes to pick you up. But remember to go back to your boat on a scheduled time, else you will be stuck in an island. Believe me, I didn't want it to come back. And you will notice that nature is actually applying filter here, because once your boat start moving, you will see the watercolor changing and it gets really windy. So it's advisable to keep a jacket because sometimes weather gets really bad. But in peak summer, no, it won't be. Now we were heading to another Crystal Lagoon, and honestly, this place deserves a moment of its own. Just look at that water. The color is absolutely incredible, and surrounded by these massive cliffs, it feels like you are looking at something straight out of movies. And then there's this incredible natural cave carved right into the cliff. From the boat, you can see the opening of the cave and the water flowing right into it. It is one of those views where you just stop talking for a moment and take it all in. What I loved most was we weren't simply passing through. The boat got close enough to really appreciate the scale of the cliff and the cave. And you could see just how clear the water was. It doesn't stop here. Now we are moving to our next place. The boat stopped for some time, close to an hour near Gozo. You will literally see nobody there. You can jump in the water. I am not really confident enough jumping in the water, but it made me happy seeing people jumping in the water. Why? So was Blue Lagoon worth the hype? For me, absolutely. For me, the best part wasn't just how blue the water was. It was everything that happened around it. The boat ride, the unexpected weather, the caves, the view, the finally getting that moment in the water when sun came out. Yes, it gets crowded, especially during the summer. So if you are planning to visit, I would recommend coming early, book your access in advance, and don't just rush straight to the water. Take your time, explore, swim, eat, grab a drink, or simply sit back and enjoy the view. Another destination, another story, and this one was Camino. If you enjoyed traveling with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow along for more journey. Until the next adventure, I'll see you in the next vlog.